Yo, yo, yo. Here we are back once again from the land down under here at Limitless Racing League here at Melbourne. Two Williams crew out again with the reserves filled in for tonight. So we got quite a bit of reserves filling in. So we have Blessed in the Red Bull reserving for Red Bull. We have, let's see, Zox in the Williams reserving for tonight. We have also, we have M&H taking over Savage's place in the Sauber kick. And for tonight, Howe in the Ferrari reserving for Ferrari. And that is it for the reserves, it looks like. RP is also reserving too in the McLaren. So he's looking to make his first appearance here at Limitless Racing. But Prior Germ out on his hot lap here to officially start. Looks like he's going to get a little bit of traffic coming in between. He set a purple's first sector so far. The Haas in front of him, a row. It's going to give him any complications. Like he's going to give him a little bit of tow, it seems like. Ooh, a little bit of impeding, and that is impediment for Prior Germ. So Rowe has impeded. Oh, and that was close again. Unsafe rejoin. That was really close, and quick reactions from Mr. Zox there. Prior Germ was on a heater. And I don't know if Rowe knew it or not, but he didn't seem to see him, it looked like, coming into this. But Zox coming around. What will he be able to set? He'll set a 1:15.7 for his timeout here at Melbourne. Supreme also about to start his lap. Who else is about to finish theirs? Seems like Howe is going to finish his. Coming across the line, what will he be able to set here in a few moments' time? A 1:19.2. And on air, Mike D. Will he set a 1:18.2 with his time? So who else is going to be behind? It looks like Bless going to be able to set a 1:16.8 across the line. Not sure what's going on with Howe there. It seems like the McLaren crew, Papaya here. Looks like RP is going to be next across the line to set a lap time here. What will the McLaren driver reserve do here for tonight? And you'll set a 1:24 as a banker. Azores is just behind him. He will set a 1:18.6 for his session. Supreme just behind him, and the Haas driver of Rowe just behind him, about to set a lap. What will he be able to set? A 1:17.0. What will Rowe say about it? He will do a 1:17.1, and that'll put him in the second row rather to his race. William will pop up to a 1:17.4 into the third row right behind Rowe. So that'll be it for the time being for the times as it sets right now. 1:17 or 1:19, maybe 1:20.3. And his teammate behind, Reserve Bless, just about to start his lap. Sky Biz starting or about to finish his lap. What will he be able to set? He's gotten pole in the last 3 rounds, and it's going to be pole again with a 1:15.6. An astonishing lap from the Aston Martin driver, trying to keep the championship alive. Blessed is next across the line, I believe. No, actually, yeah. McLaren driver of, it looks like maybe RP, or yeah, RP is going to start his lap. So what will Bless be able to do? Supreme is just behind him. he improving? It looks like a 2.5 improvement, and it was nearly off track there, but he managed to keep it alive through the last sections of the track. Keeping it nice and tidy. Through the last few corners now. Supreme just behind Bless, but Bless is the main culprit right now for Red Bull. Will he be able to outbeat Zox? Or will he just stay where he's at? And that is a 1:16.5. What will Supreme do? I'm not sure if he actually improved, but it looks like he did somewhat improve. And he nearly got Bless there. Zox on his outlap. So he's 77 thousandths of a second slower than Sky right now. And William with, ooh, a little bit of a cut there. Not really, that was, must have lifted the throttle real nice through there and got the turn in just right. But a little bit unsettling the car there coming into turn one, but it's keeping it nice and tidy through qualifying. So Zox is going to start his lap. It's going to be a 1:17 on 1:69. Going to be a 0.5 improvement. Not going to be able to, just short of Supreme there by just a couple tenths there. But it looks like On Air is going to come into the pits. And same with RP. Azores is going to look to come into the pits also. Zulon sets a 1:19.2, but he's invalidated his last lap, or this lap. M&H has yet to make a lap appearance as it sets. Zulon letting Bro by, and Bro does a little bit of a drift there. He's on his fast lap right now, absolutely pushing the Haas to an absolute moment. Yeah, Bro and the reserve driver CT Rhino got a good result last week, or 2 weeks ago, and that will be a 0.2 improvement. So will he be able to keep that momentum going within the point circuit for Haas? And looks like Azores is going to do another lap. That is a 0.7 improvement. So that is a 17.9 for him to get his sheet on to the board. So Rowe will come into the pits now. Sky Blitz is not too far behind. Or Zox is actually not too far behind from Sky Blitz, so 77 thousandths of a second slower. So Zox is looking to improve that. And Sky Blitz might have to do another lap here in order to keep Zox behind, in order to keep the win streak going. But Zox is about a 0.2 improvement. Sky Biz is under threat as it sits right now from Zox for pole position here tonight. Will Zox be able to end the pole position streak and the win streak here tonight? It is a 0.2 improvement for Sky, or for Zox. So will he be able to all right, rounding the last few corners, what will it be? It will be a 1:15.2 for Zox, and that'll be 4.5 plus tenths for Sky to improve. And it looks like Sky is not improving as it sits right now. He's coming through the final sector. He's got a few moments time in order to try to improve. Zox with the 15.2. What will he be able to set coming into this? Bless will not be able to improve Supreme won't be able to improve. William won't be able to improve. And it looks like Sky will be losing out to Zox. And Zox will take the pole position here in the land down under in his home territory. Good to see for qualifying here at Melbourne. Zox takes it with a 1:15.2, followed by Sky, Blessed, Supreme, William, Rowe, On Air, Azores, Pryor, Zulon, RP, Project, How, Ninja, and MNH will... Zox will lead us away for the formation lap. Quite a bit of people are ahead. Supreme is ahead. Everybody warming up the tires to get it going and ready. So it looks like Zox, Sky, and Blessed. Well, Zox, Blessed, William, On Air, Azores, Pryor, Zulon, car on the grid, or F1 Poly will. And we will be on the start of the grid here at Australia. What will it be? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it is drive time in the land down under. It's kangaroo time in. Sky Blitz gets a good start on. Zox gets it nice and dandy. Everybody keeping it nice and tidy through the first corner. Everybody keeping in contact with the Ferrari driver. Not sure if Hal was the culprit there or the incident. Or, a little bit of further behind. Pryor Germ gets spun around. And there's end plate damage for Rowe. Pryor Germ has retired. So Zox has lost the gain advantage. He got the pole position, the starting of the lap. Sky Biz got him on the start. He's on the medium compounds to be expected. But looks like Zox might be under attack by Supreme in the coming laps. Blessed down the inside, he thought. Blessed might be looking for a move down the inside, and he looks for that move, and he gets it. Blessed on by, and William looking for the move, looking for a late send on Supreme, and wasn't able to get it done this time around. And everybody keeping a nice single file. Sky with the fastest lap of 1:24.4 will be that. Ghosting is on, so everybody won't be interfered with, the guys that are disconnected. 3-second time penalty for Zulon, it looked like, as it stands. But there is a gap forming between the top three right now. Sky Bliss has gone ahead of the pack so far. Looking to gain that gap on Zox. Zora is looking to chase down the Red Bull of Project Nemesis, Jay Torres. No, it is not a lobby restart. And down the outside, Azores goes on Project Nemesis. And that will be the position done for Azores. Sky or Zox takes that away with a 1:19.6 with the hard compound tires in the Williams. Looking to score some mega points for the Williams crew. And the Haas of F1 Poly looking to try to defend away from RP. Iron down the outside. RP goes on F1 Poly. F1 Poly's going to concede that. Goes deep. RP goes. And RP will keep that position for himself. And that'll be further back. Angel looking to defend from Curie. Front end plate damage for the driver there. Curie trying to get by. And we'll look here right back at the front crew in it. Lest trying to keep it on track here. William trying to chase down Blessed. Lap 3 of 29. Here at the land down under. Looks like On Air is trying to just keep up with his teammate here, Supreme, with the Mercedes crew with a 5-6 right now. They're in the points, so looking to keep that momentum going for the Mercedes crew to try to gain some ground within the World Constructors Championship for them. And Zox just getting behind Sky Blitz's rear view mirror there, looking for a move around the outside, and you'll have DRS for the next straight here, and he's set a faster lap that time around in the second sector. So as it sits, Sky Blitz's information here, 3-second time penalty for William. So as it sits right now, Zox is on 17%, well now 18%, so Sky Blitz's tires are now turning to a turning point to how they are getting affected, and that is an incident in the second sector. It looks like an Alpine driver of Curie. Not sure if Angel was involved in that or not. But ooh, and Zox with a little moment coming into the second corner, and that'll bring out an opportunity for Sky, and Zox looks to defend back at him right down the inside. Sky leaves the room, and that'll be Sky through into the first position, but Zox is not too far behind and looking to get DRS back at him through the back straight. And Sky with the 33%. I mean, he's got 12% more tire wear than Zox, and there's the overtake that Zox has shown yet again like last lap. So it's most likely going to be a switcheroo kind of moment, like Max Verstappen Leclerc moment at Bahrain of 22, I believe it was. Skybiz is going to try his hardest to keep within. It looks like RP going to try. He's 5-6 tenths away from F1 Poly. So he's going to try to keep that position going. And we'll look back at the Mercedes crew now, trying to chase down Bless for the last podium position. And trying to work with William to try to get past him and get some extra points for the Mercedes crew. Trying to keep it nice and tidy. Zox is ahead of Sky Blitz now. He should be ghosted. It looks like he is ghosted now, so the Ferrari driver of Angel is now lapped from the leaders. So as it sits right now, the temperature is 20 degrees Celsius, and the track temp is 28 degrees Celsius. So 10% rain in the forecast. 10% rain. So as it sits, 10%. And it looks like Supreme looking for a move down the inside on William. William will concede the position, and that will be Supreme with the Merc 4-6. And will On Air be able to keep that through? I mean, keep in mind, William and On Air have that 3-second time penalty. So they're going to have some work ahead of them to do. Zox has gapped Sky Blitz by a second. So Sky Blitz looking to get that gap back at him. Or back at it. To try to keep his win streak going. Blessed going to try to keep that podium position for Limitless. Zox's first appearance. Coming at it with a shine. And it looks like Zulon here is under attack from F1 Poly here shortly. 3-second time penalty is in effect for his race, but that does not matter. So he's got to defend like heck. And it looks like William will get by Supreme with the DRS, and you'll have DRS again. So 3-second time penalty again for William. So 6 seconds for him. And we'll go back at F1 Poly, makes a move down the inside around the fast S's, and you'll get the job done before it even starts. And he'll have DRS, but Zulon looks back at him, maybe, and he's going to send it down the inside with the hard comp. Goes down deep and gets the corner done. F1 Poly chooses to back out for another day. And what a send from Zulon into the last few corners of the lap. That was an amazing move to try to get track position back from F1 Poly. And F1 Poly going to try to get back that position again from Zulon. Zulon trying to keep that extra point, 2 points alive. F1 Poly is last of the points runners, half a point fighting for as it stands. As it sits, 2.3 seconds is Sky Blitz from Zox. So Williams from Supreme looking to be under attack here just a few moments time. Supreme chooses to stay back. And Supreme down the outside. He goes on William, and he's gonna try to switch back, and it's not gonna be able to get the power down quick enough for that Merc to try to get by the Alpine. Ooh, a little deep for the Mercedes there. A little dirty air there. And that is Mercedes #1 into the pits. And I believe Sky Blitz is in the pits also. So he'll be on the hard compound tires. Is going to go on by the Ferrari of, looks like Angel there. Ooh, a little off track there. Supreme goes by RP, and that'll be a position gain for him. He's going to look to try to get ahead. So Supreme looking for a move on Project Nemesis to try to... Ooh, RP with the massive snap of oversteer. Down the inside, Azora's thought into turn 1. He's not going to be able to get it done. And I believe Supreme made that move on Project Nemesis and looking to get ahead once more. 5/49. So Sky Blitz is going to show on air down the inside. He thought about it. He's going to stay behind once more. Oh, it looks down the inside, stays behind to keep it safe. Oh, and there's a safety car. Safety car. Into this race we go on lap 10. So the Merc of On Air will come in for his pit stop. And William will also come in for his set of mediums. Zox is under a predicament right now. He is under a predicament. Does he risk going on mediums and trying to get to the end of the Grand Prix? Because it's not going to be too... I mean, William has made that strategy go into full effect as it sits. Because Blessed and Zox have yet to make a stop. So they are on the hard compound tires, so they're going to have to come in. So they're So as it sits, Sky Blitz is the provisional, as it sits for tires anyway, he's on the better tire. So does Zox choose to stay out? See when he will get this show on the road. Trying to get this nice and tidy, and will he do a Max Verstappen? And he will do a Max Verstappen, and away he goes with that Williams livery. And now the cars have gone ghosted. Everybody's trying to get by. Who down the inside? Supreme goes on air. And on air is going to defend F1 Pauly down the inside on Supreme. Supreme looks to defend from F1 Pauly. F1 Pauly keeps that nose within range on Supreme. And he keeps it within grasp. And he'll fight for another day coming into this safety car restart. So Zox with an 8/10 gap between Blessed. Sky's looking to try to make a move on William here pretty soon, and it looks like he's going to stay behind through the S's. Project Nemesis. Keep it everybody's keeping it nice and tidy, and it seems like further back. Keeping it nice in uniform. Sky Blitz desperately trying to get by William here to try to get back onto the podium. DRS has been enabled. 15 out of 29 here on air with the penalty. So he'll, as it stands right now, he's going to have to gain another about 2 seconds, roughly. 2.3 seconds from his teammate in order to actually gain that position back. And just like further back. Everyone keeping it nice and tidy. Project Nemesis trying to get gain some ground on Zulon here through the first sector. Sky Blitz makes the move on William through the second sector. He's gone purple. For the Aston Martin driver. And it looks like position change for Rowe, and Rowe is going to get that position move done and dusted. Missed that a little bit, but caught it briefly. Zox with the 118.9. Bless looking to try to stay within DRS to try to get a fighting chance with the win for tonight. Look at Azores here trying to chase down Roadkill to try to get the position back. Here he has made a mistake coming into the final corner there. Very easy to unsettle cars traction through there. Manages to get the car back under control, and Sky Blitz is behind Bless now. Around the outside he goes, and that is another car passed for the Aston Martin driver with the DRS assistance. So now he is going to be chasing after Zox now. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for Azores and the Haas crew, and that's Azores! Spun into the second to last sector. Touched the grass there and just spun. That was a little aggressive. That was a wow moment. Project Nemesis about to make a move down the inside on RP. And RP will concede the position. And Sky ever slightly gets closer to Zox. Will Project Nemesis be able to keep the position? It looks like he will. So, and he's within DRS of Zulon. So Zulon is a little bit under attack from Project Nemesis. Coming into lap 19. Sky looking beyond limits to get Zox. Zox has been a threat all race to try to keep behind and keep it going. And as we see, the Mercedes crew is just trying to keep those Haas drivers behind ever so slightly, but looks like RP got right up ahead Project Nemesis and got the position back. Well done move. Well, it goes in deep to celebrate. On air, losing ground to his teammate now. Ooh, and Supreme. A little bit of slow action, and there's conflict between Rowe and On Air. And Rowe has no end plate. And that is conflict between the Mercedes crew and the Haas crew. It looked like Supreme just slowed down ever so slightly and just didn't go his way. Slowed down a little too much to try to give his teammates some DRS action. So 10 laps remaining. Sky wing change for William. So William must have made a mistake. And that is a safety car. Wait, safety car? What happened to... What? Safety car. So Sky has missed out on the opportunity. And wait, Sky has wing damage. There's so much going on. Driver? I'm not really too sure. A little bit slow of a restart here for Zox. And Zox is accelerating now. And we'll catch off Sky Bliss. And that is collection for Blessed. And the rain has started to come down. 10-second time penalty. We're speeding into pits for Zox. And Bless is gonna most likely have to come in and further back. Missing it here. Coming back here. Ooh, down the inside road goes on Azores. A little collection car contact model. That was a little gluey there. Not sure what happened coming into that. Azores and all the people that are on wet compound tires are, as it sits, is not looking too happy right now. So Sky Blitz is going to come in for a set of intermediates in the coming laps. Bless is going to probably try to stay out. So On Air's with the penalty. Around the outside, Zox goes. On Azores. Zox looking to make another move. On Rowe, down the inside of Rowe he goes. Rowe fights back and he will stay ahead. DRS is enabled. It's going to be disabled here in a few moments' time. And Blessed is coming into the pits for intermediates. And a wing change is no longer in effect. On Air is going to come in for intermediates. Sky is staying out. F1 Poly is staying out. Azores is with the 10-second time penalty. And Zulon serving that 10-second, I think. A little further back, Mercedes crew. We get ahead of the ghosted car there, and Blessed is Still has that end plate missing. So it's not really ideal from him. He's going to be under attack from Azores, or from On Air, I mean. Ooh, wing damage for Supreme. A little bit wide. Into the first sector. Just collecting that wall. Ooh, and that's the Ferrari in the wall of Chow. Not sure what happened there. Down the outside, Zox goes on row. And it looks to be he's got that in the bag. Looks like he's got wing damage, though, from that angle. And it does look like he has wing damage, Zox does. And Sky looking to stay out and try to keep track position. He's got 2 more laps to do it. I don't know. It's going to be tough. I mean, it's going to be an exact scenario on how this plays out. I mean, Spain all over again. William with the intermediates and Sky with the drier compound. So that's our closest fight right now, is William and Sky right now. It looks like he's got 6 seconds worth of penalties, so he's got to gain quite a bit of spots. I think Sky is thinking, I'm just going to let him by. Look how he's struggling up ever so slightly. The grip on the intermediates around the inside of Sky Blitz goes. A little bit of a lockup for the dries. For that, and William will get ahead of Sky Blitz. But let's see, will Zox be able to catch Sky by the end of the lap? I mean, 3.5 seconds. William is ahead of Sky now. He's got to gain ever so slightly more and more time. I mean, he's going to be gaining more and more time because he's on the softer compound. Sky's got no penalties, and it looks like another 3 for Zox. And Azores has left the session, and that is a DNF for the Papaya. Has collected another victim in the turn 2. This is the last lap of the Australian Grand Prix. Looks like teammate to teammate action now. We'll pull up the penalty sheet here. So 13 seconds for Zox. And it looks like Rowe will be able to keep that position on the last step if he stays within grasp. And Bless might be able to keep that position. If On Air keeps pushing the way he is, he might be able to just get away with it. But William will be able to cross the line and win the Australian Grand Prix for the first time in Season 1. Sky Blitz will be in second, but Sky Blitz might be overtaken by the line, and it looks like Rowe is going to take it last second into the final lap and will overtake Sky Blitz for second place. And what an overtake, what a crazy event that has unfolded. So William, Rowe, Sky, Blessed, and Zox are the top 5 here at Australia. What a crazy end. Sky was struggling for grip, and Rowe managed to catch up and gain ever so slightly. He had no penalties to his name, so he was able to get that last minute change of position. Wow. All right, right, here we go. William with the win here tonight, followed by Roe, Sky, Blessed, Zox, Supreme, On Air, MNH, Project Nemesis, Zulon, Original Poly, F1 Original Poly, RP, How, Azores, Curie, and Angel, and Pryor with the
He's William. What a race.
Yeah. You too. Very smart on what I was going to do.
I was dead last. I had like nothing to lose, so I was like, why not? Let's just throw in a Hail Mary and hope for the best. It worked out.
That's the second time I did that in Spain. If you were there that race, is it?
Oh, yep, I was there. I remember. To be honest, that sort of like also reminded me that you had done the same thing in Spain, and I was like, maybe it's good to try right now. I was last anyway. Worst case scenario, I would be last again. But
For me, I did the smoking gun. The smoking gun like Eddie Guerrero, where find a way to cheat, but it wasn't a cheat. I outsmarted the entire competition.
Yep, that was a good move. Congrats on your win.
Yeah, this time Sky, he did not survive on this
I
race.
literally got him on the last corner. It was so close. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I was like a few more hundreds or 210s behind him, he would have been P2.
Yeah.
But I literally got him at the last corner.
In lap 21, I got damaged wing. I hit the wall in the first sector, and I got the wing damage in the wrong time. And since the safety car came out, this is where, and I keyed the radio when the rain's gonna come, and I said, "Oh, I might do the smoking gun."
Yep.
I'm going for it, and I did it. I restarted like 7th in the race, and you were like you're in the top 10.
I was like P13 or P12 because I was taken out by the McLaren on my outlap. But then, at least I was
You
able
Irish?
to recover.
You're Irish?
No, I'm Indian.
Oh, okay.
It's a good race though. I did not
Yeah.
expect to be anywhere near the podium, so I'll take that.
Well, you got it. Sky, he may be the quickest guy in the entire group, but he will not survive the rain onslaught on his slicks.
Yeah.
And the inters.
Australian director. I think he was.
Well, we'll get into this. Sounds like y'all had a lot of fun, and we'll start with Sky. I mean, an astonishing start to his qualifying. He's done his win streak is no more now. He's looking to try to get that again within the race start. Managed to get ahead of Zox and tried to gain ever so slightly. And Zox kept it with him. And after the second safety car came in, chose to gamble on the soft compound tires, and didn't work out like you intended in this plan, like Spain. But coming into this next race, let's see. So Australia we have done. So next race is going to be around Hungary, looking to improve for next week. And will he be able to keep the pace going within the podium? That's the question. His win streak is no more, but will he be able to keep his podium status alive? But now we'll head over to the Haas Drivers Garage in Paddock, and man, tell us, coming into the race start, what was your original thought on how to get through the field?
Well, for starters, my race start was absolutely horrible. I literally got taken out at the first turn itself and then got a wing damage. So I had to box for a new wing along with new tires. So by lap 2, I was off by like 30 seconds from the second last driver, with like far away from anyone else in the field. However, I guess the game plan from there on was just to try and get closer to the top runners, the top 6 or top 7, because I knew I had the pace to catch up, and even if I had like one safety car, I would be right back in the game. I think midway by like lap 10 or something, there was another safety car, and it really brought me back into the race. And from there on, I guess it was all about just keeping the laps consistent and making sure I don't mess up again.
For sure. I mean, coming into mid-race with, you know, you and your teammate were fighting with the Merc crew. What was your initial reaction when, I guess they were trying to work together with trying to get DRS to each other, or not sure what happened, but tell us what was your like initial reaction to how that played out?
So, I don't know what exactly happened there. Yeah, the Mercs were out there fighting, in my opinion. Like, I don't think they're playing ADRS games. They were fighting each other for positions. They were swapping the positions. I was right behind the two Mercs, and then suddenly the first Merc ahead decided to give up the position to the one behind. It was on air, I guess, who decided to like overtake the guy ahead. And it really caught me off guard of the straight, because both were like covering the entire track, the DRS straight, and I had like nowhere to go, and I was like fully sending it. So in order to like avoid the accident, I also like clipped the wall, and I got like minor front wing damage, which fortunately I was able to replace at the safety car restart. However, it was, I don't think anything was intentional. It was just like bad judgment from everyone around the field. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun fight. It went on for like 5 or 6 laps. It was like Haas versus Mercedes for those laps. So it was quite fun.
For sure. I mean, definitely played out in your favor. That second race safety car restart, were you intending that the rain was going to come sooner than expected?
So I looked at the clouds. It was looking like the clouds were coming on and the sun was going away. I did a quick weather report, and it told me, my comms told me that the rain would be away in like coming in like 5 minutes. So I think it was lap 23 when I got the message that the rain would be coming in 5 minutes. I knew that there would be at least another 2 laps which would go under the safety car before we get the green lights. And I was like, I think I was like 13th or 14th or like 12th. I was like nowhere near the top 10. So I thought, why not just throw in a Hail Mary, go for like an inters. What's the worst case scenario? I'll be finishing off the points anyway. But fortunately, the rain came like just at the safety car restart. It was like the perfect moment for me. And from there, even at the restart, I was like clipped by a Mercedes. I lost like, I guess, a good 4 or 5 seconds with that contact. But fortunately, I did not have any damage. So I was still able to recover to the field. I don't think I would have won the race because like William was far ahead of me. So despite the tangle with the McLaren, I don't think I would have won the race. But yeah, P2 was best position for me, in my opinion, and I'll take that given the circumstances.
I mean, with no penalties and you were right behind Sky Blitz, I bet you were like, come on, car, come on, let's go. Try to get past him.
Oh yeah, I took him right at the last corner. I mean, it wasn't even the last corner, it was like just behind the finish line. So, I mean, he had like terrible traction. He was like struggling. He could not keep his car stable. And I knew that I just had to like don't make any mistakes, just focus on myself, and the P2 position would come. So unfortunately for him, he decided to take the gamble and it did not work out. And we were just like, I guess, a few 100 seconds away from him being P2 and me being P3. But yeah, I'm glad it worked out in my favor. It was really nerve-wracking, but I'm happy it worked out.
Well, coming into Hungary, what are your expectations or thoughts about next round?
Yeah, I mean, Hungary is a track where I believe qualifying would be one of the most important aspects before the race, because it's really hard to overtake there. You have like one main straight. I mean, you can play 2 DRS straights. However, the chances are that, if you're able to hold the position well, it's hard to overtake around there. So I guess the game plan will be focused more on my qualifying. I feel like my qualifying going into the league races haven't been so great lately. I am confident in time trials, I'm confident when I'm doing Grand Prix mode, but the qualifying is somewhere I need to improve on. So hopefully Hungary is the track where I improve there, and the race pace comes on itself.
For sure, and we'll look forward to it. And congrats on your second position. And I believe it's your first podium within the league too.
Oh yes, it's my first podium. Happy to be here. Happy to. It's a really tough league, so I'm glad I was able to make the right choices. Because I don't think the pace was there to get a podium on pure pace, but I'm fortunate enough to have the right strategy calls made, and glad it worked out. So yeah, thank you.
Well, that tells you anything can happen within racing. So congrats on the podium, and
Absolutely.
hope to see you again next week.
Yep. See you guys. Thank you.
All right, we'll go to our race winner, there, William, coming into the qualifying end of things. You weren't really satisfied with that. You were a little bit further down than expected, but your racecraft coming into the race was a little different. Coming into the conflicts with a few people, what was the game plan coming into the half or the first safety car?
Basically, I had the setup for the chance for the rain, and when the lobby resetted it, but and then somebody ready up, and I basically pressed A by an accident, and I didn't load the setup, and I was basically I was expecting I wasn't gonna get good, but despite I'm running low. No setup, my straight line speed was very good, but the handling was kind of bad. But then I was hoping that I could get some distance between the Mercedes, which the Supreme, he was very quick, and I was basically just stretching mediums as long as I can, and then basically I had damage, and from because I hit the wall in the lap 20 21, and I was basically looking at the weather to see when the rain is gonna come, and when the safety car comes out. This is where I was in the pits before the second safety car comes out, and I knew that I might do a repeat like what I did to Spain, which the rain was coming like few minutes, and myself, I knew I put a smile on my face, knowing that I might trigger the smoking gun strategy, which I saw some people, they fitted for slicks, and while the rain was coming in a few minutes, I knew that this is the right time for me to pit for intermediates, and I was the only one on the light rain tires, and then when it goes green, the Haas also he played a smoking gun, and when it comes to green, I knew I could pass all of these guys, and I could catch. And since there were like 2 laps, I knew I could catch Sky at the end and pass him for the lead and gain time on track and able to win it.
Yeah, you were gaining ever so slightly, and he was while the track was getting worse and worse, and his grip was getting less and less. And you came out on top in the first win of the season and in the league as far as it goes for you. I mean, you did the reverse of Spain. You nearly got it in Spain, but same reverse strategy here. You got it, and you got the win. In Australia, coming in to Hungary next round, what are your anticipations for next round?
Give me more rain races. I could win it all. And
rain.
Hungary, I never ran this track in the game yet, but I'm sure my expectations is low for heading into this race. Because the tire wear in this game is severely brutal, and and I don't know how much tire it can last in this Hungary. But if there's more rain races, I can win it all.
For sure. Congrats on the first win, and hope to see you again
Thank
on
you.
the podium.
If that's possible, but Hungary, it's kind of going to be difficult, but we'll see.
Congrats again. And hopefully we will see you in the next one. Limitless Racing and your boy Nerf for Nothing. We'll see you at Hungary next week. Peace.